screen here. So that's Joker, an extremely good Joker player nonetheless. He recently went to, I believe it was at Denton maybe, or Richardson, where he went to Grands with Guy.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
at Denton. I commentated that one, actually.
Exactly. So you know the type of player Foami is.
I know exactly how Foami plays.
Great player, great player.
Great player, indeed.
I'll be real, I don't know who that exactly is, but the Chicago Bulls hat is tough. So who knows, man? Maybe we could see an upset come out here.
Renegade.
Renegade, not exactly sure who they play though. Foami though, I've seen him in the past. Extremely strong Joker. He gets his confirms, he gets his stuff, and Foami's a very consistent player. I don't really see him underperform a lot. He's recently been nerfed with something called a job, and it's just he hasn't been able to compete as much. But when he does, he's gonna come out to these big events like Xillions Bizarre Adventure, and he's gonna show out. So I wonder if we're going to see something from Renegade here. You know, a little show out. Maybe some Houston rep is my guess if I haven't seen him around DFW at all.
Nice, nice. I'm definitely excited to see some Foami gameplay, though.
Me too, man. Joker's a really fun one to commentate too. So.
And the way Foami plays Joker is honestly very unique. Definitely forces you to approach him a lot more. Uses gun really, really well.
Let's see who RG plays. Snake.
Snake. Okay.
There's a lot of them here, man.
Kyle's the first one that comes to mind.
Absolutely. And I mean, Snake Joker here. Foami's going to have the matchup experience. Not exactly sure who Renegade would play in Joker down in Houston, but I'm going to assume he's a solid player, man. You got to assume the best of each player. Foami, though, I know for a fact is a good player because, one, I've played him, and two, I've watched him. So I'm just really excited. You're seeing a lot of gun here.
A lot of gun already, yeah.
Oh, wow. Hold on. This
a lot of
Snake
neutral
might
specials
be nice.
coming out. It's neutral special to match up with these grenades, these guns.
Yeah, and I mean, he's just putting on a lot of pressure, man. I think I counted like 7 grenades in the first 10 seconds of the game, man. We're seeing a lot of side B and stuff. Foami kind of struggling to not blow these. Renegade actually coming out really strong, swinging out the gates here. I wasn't quite expecting it, if I'm being completely real, but I'm liking watching it.
Does get that up air on the plat.
Definitely a different Joker than we see Kyle. Kyle's definitely more like, oh, I'm gonna hit you with nair and call you out with down air and stuff. Renegade, a very special heavy. Ooh, both of them kind of taking turns, like beating each other up a little, getting that big damage. Arsene online though, this could be the kill.
Looking very even. That down air, back air says otherwise though. Now Renegade trying to recover high, but that Arsene up air.
I think Renegade might be playing a little too grenade heavy and like special heavy. We're kind of seeing him right there. He died because he was so reliant on grenade and stuff that Foami got a free up air.
Now Rebel's Guard coming out there from Foami, interestingly enough. I feel like Rebel's Guard would have been really interesting there to just get a little bit more meter from grenade, and it's going to be tougher for Snake to grab you when you're on plat. Foami hanging on ledge just a little bit too long, does get blown up by the C4 there.
That's great timing from Renegade too. At 138 here, great movement from Foami there, going to narrowly avoid that up tilt that would have taken his stock, and he's going to get some extra credit. However, F-tilt coming out, going to secure that kill, and we're down to 2 stocks, 2 stocks. These are some great games we're already seeing to kick off the tournament.
It's that Iha catches him on the platform, does a little bit of extra chip damage, gets those guns as well, just kind of pressuring him from afar, building up as much damage as possible. And yet there's going to be the Rebels Guard coming out, and Arsene is already online.
Just like you were saying, man, using that to build up some of the meter. However, that meter going away really fast when a player like Renegade comes out with these specials and these just swinging, man. We saw the Nair obviously took him from 12 to 50, brought him back on stage to take him to 69, and now Arsene's virtually gone.
But what you can see Foami doing here, using gun from afar to just kind of detonate the grenades that Snake is holding. Really, really interesting. Kind of means that he can't really cook the grenades as freely as a Snake normally would. Is that back throw off stage?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are getting exploded by Foami utilizing side B and gun and stuff. Gonna die to the raw up air. No Arsene needed, man.
Snake might be heavy, but 150%.
Well, no Rage is gonna raw kill him straight at 93.
That's
Great
the power of
kill.
Snake up tilt.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like something you have to do as Joker that's kind of similar with Ness, you could say, is like, those free grenades gotta get at Rebels Garden, man. You're gonna need it. Like right there, that is like
you're gonna need the PSI magnet.
Absolutely.
That Nair coming down.
Already has Arsene online though. We could see a shake-up. However, Renegade not letting up the pressure.
Foami taking so much damage here. 83%. Arsene halfway gone. It's looking tough though. The guns do come out. Up air not quite in a sweet spot there.
At 44. I mean, he
get
doesn't have
these
Arsene
up-airs.
anymore, so he's got to find a better way. Not noticing the
Ooh,
C4.
not spotting the C4, and you're gonna lose the game for that.
Seeing a big crowd form somewhere. I'm hearing lots of yelling, man. So this bracket is getting hype already. I mean, that's just how you like to kick it off, especially with big events like these. 105 entrants. There's upsets bound to happen somewhere.
For sure.
And, you know, talking about this game right here, Renegade, man, he's really, like, surprised me. I'm not going to lie. Like, I wasn't expecting him to come out the gate swinging like that, especially as Snake. I love aggro Snake here. Foami's got to find a way to adapt, though. I mean, I just don't think he's used to all the pressure here. He's getting a little in his head. He's not very aware of where C4 is getting placed and stuff.
Wants grenades coming out as well. F-tilt. The more grenades that a Snake places, the more aware that you kind of have to be of just, like, everything around them. That's kind of the big thing with, like, for example, a Snake player like Hurt. He's so on top of his grenade placements alongside everything else that he does, but
yeah,
Snake's a character that requires so much thought that if you're pulling that many grenades, then you really need to be so on top of your game plan to get, like, everything else that you really need to effectively lock down the game. And Renegade's doing that really, really well here.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. However, I feel like you have to do the same thing as Foami here, because you aren't, you know, Renegade's not the only one dealing with those grenades, man. Foami's got to deal with them too. So he's got to listen, he's got to pay attention, he's got to look at these visual cues and stuff that are going to help him know when he should and shouldn't approach and when he should and shouldn't do something. He's going to take the first stock this game, though. And he's going to Rebels guard that up tilt right there, and that's going to give him lots of Arsene meter.
Ooh, the rolling up tilt, though.
Yeah, he's going to die before he gets a chance to use it. Going to get some more free meter there. But he's got to be careful. We're seeing Renegade kind of wait for that second Rebels guard and throwing a second bomb. And that's getting him some guaranteed percent right now, which could lead into a dangerous follow-up.
It's down to C4 covering, like, that whole platform.
Yeah, it's pretty
Caught
gnarly.
Foami's roll away.
Pretty gnarly, bro. At 88 here, Arsene is online. You know, a down throw bear could do it. A down throw bear will do it. Are we going to see an up air again? Not going to get a great air dodge.
Out of the way.
At 109 here. Dude, this is a really even game. We saw last game. Dude, that up to will kill early. So, I mean, I'm not really sure how Foami's going to be able to find the kill
Mario
here.
Party minigame. The roll away, Renegade not quite catching it. Though Foami is now at ledge. Does get that fair one to the drag down. Down smash, not going to be killing, though.
At 136, once again, not aware of his surroundings. And that's going to bring him down to potentially his winner's stock.
Very tense here. Foami does catch an unshield with that back air, but Snake's such a heavy character. 173 now.
Only 17%, not too much extra credit sacrifice on Foami at all. If you can find the kill here, it could be an extremely even game here. With Arsene online, going to come into that new stock possibly with Arsene. However, he's losing meter by the hit. Seeing lots of roll behind from Renegade.
That dash attack does come out, but Arsene's almost gone.
Gotta get one of these side Bs here. At 60 though. This could be it if he finds the Nikita. Not gonna find it though. Renegade still in full change.
In the Mario Party minigame, he does get his coins, get his star.
Absolutely. At 87 here, already extremely dangerous. One more grenade and he'll be at the right percent for that up tilt to start murdering.
For sure. Foami definitely slowing things down a little bit with gun here, but that's something that Snake can absolutely deal with.
Getting close to getting Arsene though. He could be very well back in and gonna get Arsene back online. You hear that persona coming in. However, Nikita gonna cover every recovery option possible. Foami gonna be knocked down into losers.